We are in New York now.
And then this is... I'm not feeling too good. I'm a little bit under the weather today, so forgive me if my voice is not so good. But the key question I want to ask, I mean, in 2022, when you're buying a watch, a luxury watch that is, what are you really buying? Are you buying the hype?
Yep, this is truly magical.
Is the brand name the new must dictate of what you would be picking? I mean, is that the only criteria here? If that's what it is, it makes it not only harder for new watch brands to come up and shine,
Sorry, can you say that again?
but also historical brands that have been making watches for other brands to stand out with something new, something that will steal the light and is there to stay. Like JLC's latest release, this boutique edition Polaris Date in green. So green dial trends show no signs of slowing down in 2022 at all. I mean, look at what JLC had just released, right? This is in an olive green colorway, and it's done in a way that has never been done before. I mean, you know, with Vacheron, you get the lacquered deep blue. Brand's been doing green left, right, and center, and I think JLC actually released something absolutely put everything else outside of the park. JLC released the strikingly unorthodox smoky olive colorway, a unique hue of green color on the dial. I mean, they've given you two levels of green. You get a deep green on the outer ring, or that's the lacquer green, and a sunburstish different hue of green on the inner ring. And just let me squeeze it out there, the Super Luminova and this bold vanilla tinted dial indices with Arabic numeral absolutely stand out with perfect clarity too. And I know some people might not like or dig the orange dots on top of the hour marker. If I can just get the camera to focus here. There you go. So I know some people might not dig that, right? As well as the orange triangle on the inner dive bezel, right? Some people might not like that. But for me, I think it would even adds more character to it. It gives you that versatility to say, I want to have a play for strap, maybe an orange strap. Right? So an orange strap would absolutely be a killer on this Polaris. I think it highlights the dial. This is where you have the different hue of green. I think it even highlights the central seconds better. I dig it. Absolutely love it. JLC, of course, is mostly famous for elegant, discreetly luxurious watches, and this is a curveball. This is a curveball that they threw off this new color wave. It really brings a masculine new edge to JLC's sport cornerstone. Elegant, but extremely sporty and rugged at the same time. Specs-wise, this Polaris carries JLC's automatic calibre 899 that provides you up to 70-hour power reserve. The case measures 13.1 millimeter in thickness with diameters of 42 with water resistance for 20 bars. This is basically 200 meter water resistant. The strap material and feel is by far the best I've seen in any sport watch from any brand, period. Yes, it's better even than the Aquanauts 2. Green textured rubber strap with steel buckle and interchangeability system. Let me just pause for a second, and I think this should be the new norm, new standards. All watch brands should definitely do these interchangeability systems. And the Polaris Green basically remains still a very capable dive watch, right? With a 200 water meter resistant, as well as the crown, the screw down crown. I think it's a very capable dive watch, but in the same time, it doesn't surprise me that this would be the hottest pick from the Polaris lineup. And I know because this case is 42 millimeters with a clasp dimension that reads 20 millimeter in buckle width, it almost makes it impossible to find any alternative high quality open market rubber straps that actually fits, right? Which is true, and one might want the same material, just a different color. I think the orange would be an absolute killer on this JLC. And once again, JLC mastered the art of playing with different hues of green on one dial, and then you get the orange accents on top. I mean, they absolutely killed this. Now going back to the caliber, under the sapphire case back, you've got the in-house caliber 899AB. This automatic movement is a recent update of the long-lasting 899 base caliber with an elongated power reserve of 70 hours on a single barrel. The power reserve used to be 38 hours only on the first Polaris Date models, right? So this is a new update to that. You can only get it through JLC's boutique or authorized dealers. So in the UK, UK, that would be Harrods. Here in the UAE, it would be JLC's flagship boutique in Dubai Mall, where we've done a very interesting video on the perpetual Polaris. If you guys had missed it, I'll link it in the description down below. Go check it out. The movement is also nicely decorated with polished chamfers and Geneva stripes, as you see, as well as a dark rhodium colored open rotor, which I think is absolutely beautiful. I mean, you get JLC, you get a new movement. This is the new updated 899 AB, which is of course a much more better power reserve than the previous one. The previous one I think had about 35 hours. This has about 70. So you're looking at shy of $9,500 for this Polaris, which makes it a very reasonably priced sport luxury watch from a watchmaker like JLC. This is absolutely a killer. I mean, I love it. Do you think this is the coolest sport luxury watch in 2022 that still has a true athletic soul? Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this Polaris green. Did it change your mind because it's in this new green color wave? It certainly did for me, and I think it's also refined with the open case back instead of the solid case back. Some people like that. I prefer this, you know, just to look at this beautiful movement at the back. It feels like a tool watch, but it feels like a luxury watch, but it's also a sport watch. And it's absolutely kick-ass and I love it. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, share this video because it just helps me to bring you more content, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.